What's up guys, it's your boy Suplex Network here, coming back at you again for another video, and today we are looking at the 10 superstars the WWE should hire. Now in a previous video we looked at the 10 people the WWE should release, and now it's time we do the opposite. We are looking at the 10 people that should be brought into the WWE. Of course, all the people that were recently released by the WWE do deserve their jobs in the WWE, but I'm only having 2 on the list just to keep things a bit more interesting. So let's get on with the list with number 10. Kicking off this top 10 is of course Rusev. Now Rusev was recently released from the WWE. I'm not sure why they did this, because he was incredibly over, incredibly talented. He was huge, like he was what Vince McMahon really looks for in a wrestler, and they released him. So I truly believe Rusev still has a spot. I know he's retired and he's doing Twitch at the moment, but he still should have a spot on the WWE roster. Number 9 on my list is none other than Eric Rowan. Now, they completely buried him before releasing him. They gave him that stupid cage gimmick where it was just a robot spider, and I don't know what they were doing with that, but I think Eric Rowan is a monster heel. He deserves to be a monster heel on the roster, not carrying around a cage with a spider. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see me rebook the Eric Rowan cage scenario, and I'll make a video on that, because I'm kind of curious to see how I can think of ideas, because I know for a fact I can think of a better idea than a mechanical spider. So yeah, Eric Rowan, bring him back to WWE, give him a better gimmick than a carrying around a spider, because he's got the look, he's got some sort of wrestling ability, and just let him go wild. Don't give him stupid gimmicks. Number 8 on my list is a UK wrestler, goes by the name of Martys Girl. If you don't know who he is, just check him out. He's an amazing cruiserweight. I would not have him on 205 Live. I'd have him on SmackDown fighting for the Intercontinental Championship, because he is a phenomenal wrestler. He's a larger than life character. He's a little small, but he can perform. Trust me. If you haven't seen Martys Girl, but you've seen Pete Dunne, I compare the two together. I think they're both brilliant, and Martys Girl should be in the WWE. He'd be a perfect fit. We move on to number 7, and we've got a former WWE superstar here in Caitlyn, the first of 2 women's wrestlers on the list, and I think Caitlyn should be brought into the WWE again. Now, she did have a little bit of not PG drama a few years ago, but we can look past that. We look past that with Paige, so I think Caitlyn should be back in the WWE. I don't know if she's still interested in wrestling, but you know, she's got the physique, she's strong, a bit of a change from everyone else on the roster, and I think she would be perfect in the women's division of 2020. Now, I think it's unfortunate that she left before the women's revolution really got going, but I think bring her back, give her a title run, and see where things go. Number 6 on my list is someone that a lot of you probably have never heard of before, and that is Lex The Business. He is an Australian independent wrestler, recently signed by Ring of Honor, and I've seen him live at the New Japan show last year, and man, he is charismatic. I think he could be a megastar in the WWE. He's the total package. When you see him, you probably don't understand where I'm going, but he's got the charisma, trust me. He's got the ability, and he's got the size. Vince McMahon would froth this guy, and I think he would do well in the WWE. Make it to the halfway point. Number 5 is another guy that is an independent wrestler, and that is Myron Reed, Hot Fire. Now, he is up and coming. He made it into the top 200, making it at 103 on the greatest wrestlers of the year. I think he's had an amazing year, and he's going to be in the WWE one day. He's a multiple world champion in the independent scene. He's super athletic. I've never seen someone do the things he does, and I think bring him into the WWE. He could have some amazing matches with the likes of Ricochet and some other guy I've got on this list coming up soon. Number 4 on my list is the second women's wrestler I want to see brought back, and that is AJ Lee. Now, AJ again with Caitlyn, the same era as Caitlyn. She kind of missed the whole women's revolution, and I think she would make a perfect fit, because she was like, before the women's revolution there was AJ Lee and Caitlyn. Now I think AJ Lee deserves the recognition she really doesn't get nowadays. I think she pioneered the women's division. She's an incredible athlete. She's got the crazy gimmick. I mean, she's really good for the WWE in 2020. I think bring her in. Although she's probably retired, I don't know. Cracking into the top 3 is none other than Will Ospreay. He is the best. If you haven't seen Will Ospreay, what are you doing with your life? Pause this video, go watch some of his matches. He's put on classics with the likes of Ricochet, Okada. He's just amazing. Will Ospreay, definitely, I don't know, he probably doesn't need the WWE because he's just doing so well in Japan, but I think put him in the WWE, he could have some amazing matches with Jeff Hardy, Ricochet, AJ Styles, you name it, and Will Ospreay will put on a classic with them. Number 2 on my list is someone that has worked for the WWE multiple times, but I want to see them brought back with a different gimmick, and that is Bubba Ray Dudley, and you all know who I'm talking about with this gimmick, and that's Bully Ray. Now, probably the best heel gimmick TNA has ever seen. The Bully Ray character, Aces and Eights, was pretty good, but the Aces and Eights fall off. Bubba Ray, Bully Ray I should say, I would love to see him have a heel run in the WWE, be a dominant heel, world champion I guess. He did well in TNA, and I think give him that bigger stage in the WWE and Bully Ray would just take off. I don't know if the WWE would like the name because it says Bully in the first name, and they're totally against that, but you could change it I guess, but the whole Bully Ray character is pretty badass, and I'd love to see the WWE use that. And number 1 on my list of 10 superstars the WWE should hire is none other than the best in the world, CM Punk. We all know CM Punk and the WWE left each other on bad terms a few years ago, but seems things have gotten a bit better. WWE hired CM Punk, or Fox hired CM Punk, to go on the WWE backstage show, and he seems to know what he's talking about. He seems to be up with the business at the moment, and CM Punk, there has been lots of speculation seeing if CM Punk will return or not, and I personally do not believe he will, but I think he is someone the WWE should throw cash at. Get him a contract, get him at least one more run, because everybody wants it. It's a money draw. Give him the money, money will obviously come in. CM Punk is probably the most popular wrestler, well, one of the most popular wrestlers ever. So that is my top 10 list of who the WWE should hire. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below what you want to see next on this channel. I'm going to be doing more videos like this one if you like it. If I get lots of dislikes, I'm probably going to cry. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is Suplex Network, signing off.